Did you know that your body's internal clock can make all the difference in how you feel and perform, even after you've passed 60? I'm Dr. Henry Carter, a board-certified urologist with over 20 years of experience, helping men optimize their health and vitality. Today, I'm going to share the surprising link between our natural circadian rhythms and sexual wellness in later life. Every one of us carries an internal timekeeper, our circadian rhythm, that orchestrates hormone release, energy levels, and even mood throughout the day. For men over 60, these rhythms can shift, changing not only when you feel most alert, but also when your body is most primed for sexual activity. In the next several minutes, we'll explore how timing your alone time can enhance pleasure, support prostate health, and even improve sleep quality. You'll hear about peak hormone windows, common pitfalls of mistimed stimulation, and a simple framework to identify your personal sweet spot. I'll walk you through real-life examples and clinical insights so you can experiment safely and feel more in tune with your body's natural rhythms. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the clock on the wall matters more than you might think, and you'll have the confidence to choose the optimal time of day for self-stimulation that works best for you. Let's dive in. The science of testosterone and circadian rhythms. Before we talk about timing, let's understand what's happening inside. Testosterone isn't released at a constant rate. It follows a daily rhythm controlled by your circadian clock. Early in life, that rhythm peaks in the morning and gradually tapers off by evening. As we age, the amplitude of these fluctuations can shift, sometimes leading to lower overall levels and altered peak times. For men over 60, studies show that morning testosterone surges may be less pronounced, and some older adults experience a second smaller rise in the late afternoon or early evening. These hormone peaks influence more than just libido. They affect energy, mood, muscle tone, and even cognitive sharpness. When testosterone is highest, blood flow to the genital region is supported both by hormonal and vascular factors, making it an ideal time for sexual activity. But circadian rhythms don't stop at testosterone. Cortisol, the stress hormone, also follows a daily cycle, peaking shortly after waking and declining throughout the day. High cortisol can counteract the effects of testosterone, reducing libido and making stimulation less satisfying. That's why sessions scheduled too close to stressful moments, like immediately before a busy appointment, might not feel as good as when you're in a calmer window. Melatonin. The sleep hormone rises in the evening as darkness falls, preparing your body for rest. While melatonin itself doesn't directly boost sexual function, its influence on sleep quality can indirectly support a healthy hormonal balance. Poor sleep disrupts circadian regulation, damping those crucial testosterone peaks. Understanding these three key players, testosterone, cortisol, and melatonin, helps explain why every hour feels different. You'll notice mornings may bring a sense of vigor, afternoons can offer a second wind, and evenings might feel more relaxed but potentially sleepy. Science tells us that matching stimulation to these natural highs and lows can amplify pleasure, minimize frustration, and even support long-term prostate health by reducing repetitive strain during less optimal times. In the next sections, we'll apply this science to real-life scenarios, examining what happens when you choose morning, afternoon, or evening, and how minor adjustments can have major effects on your overall satisfaction and well-being. Morning masturbation, benefits and drawbacks. Let's start with the classic choice morning stimulation. For decades, men have noticed that their first wake-up power surge isn't just a myth. That early morning testosterone spike, though somewhat blunted after 60, still offers a solid hormonal foundation for heightened sensitivity and stronger responses. Many of my patients report that morning sessions leave them feeling energized, confident, and ready to tackle the day. On the upside, engaging when your testosterone is relatively higher can translate to firmer erections and more intense orgasms. It's like tuning into your body's natural primetime broadcasts. Pairing this hormonal boost with fresh morning circulation often means quicker engorgement in a shorter warm-up period, so you can spend less time waiting and more time enjoying the experience. Emotionally, morning stimulation can set a positive tone. Think of it as a mini celebration. You start the day on a high note with endorphins flowing and stress hormones still relatively low. That mood lift carries into your routine, whether you're making breakfast or diving into work. You carry a sense of satisfaction that can improve focus and reduce anxiety. However, it's not all sunshine and roses. As we age, joints and prostate tissue can stiffen overnight. That stiffness may translate into some discomfort if you're too vigorous too soon. I often recommend a brief warm-up, like a hot shower or gentle stretch before leaning in. Skipping that can lead to mild irritation or soreness, which is the last thing you need before breakfast. Another drawback is practicality. Morning schedules can be hectic. You've got appointments to keep, medications to take, and breakfast commitments. Sneaking in private time might be a challenge if you share a home, especially on busy weekdays. Rushing through the session to beat the clock can diminish the very relaxation and focus you're aiming to achieve. Finally, cortisol levels peak shortly after waking, and while cortisol isn't all bad, high levels can antagonize testosterone's effects. If you're stressed about your to-do list or already running late, your body's stress response may mute the benefits of that morning spike. You might find yourself more tense than turned on, trading pleasure for pressure. In summary, mornings can offer a potent hormonal boost and a positive emotional start, but be mindful of stiffness, stress levels, and scheduling constraints. A little planning, like waking a few minutes earlier for a brief stretch or creating a calm pre-session routine, can help you capitalize on the benefits without the downsides. Afternoon sessions. Pros and cons. Moving into the afternoon, you'll often hit what I call a second win. By midday, cortisol has declined from its morning peak, reducing stress-driven tension. While your body has fully warmed up, muscles are looser, blood vessels more dilated, and joints more supple. That combination can translate to smoother, more comfortable stimulation and quicker engorgement. Many men over 60 find that a brief midday session offers a welcome pause, a moment to reset mental fatigue and recharge with a healthy dose of pleasure. On the hormonal front, testosterone may not be as high as in the early morning, but it often enjoys a modest rebound in the late afternoon. That secondary plateau can still support solid erections, especially when paired with peak body temperature and circulation. Physiologically, your prime circulation is robust, tissues are responsive, and you've burned off any morning stiffness. From a practical standpoint, an afternoon break can slot neatly into your lunch hour or a quiet window between appointments. It's a chance to step away from stressors, emails, errands, family calls, and focus on your own needs for a few uninterrupted minutes. That mental shift can reduce anxiety and improve afternoon productivity, as endorphins linger and help you approach the rest of your day with renewed vigor. However, the downsides shouldn't be overlooked. Post-lunch drowsiness is a genuine phenomenon. A carbohydrate-heavy meal can trigger a dip in alertness called the afternoon slump, making it harder to maintain focus, let alone reach peak arousal. If you're prone to this crash, a heavy meal followed by stimulation might leave you feeling more lethargic than energized. Privacy can also pose a challenge. If you're still sharing space with family members, caregivers, or colleagues, especially in a hybrid work setup, finding a truly private, comfortable environment may be tricky. The pressure to wrap up quickly can cut into relaxation and diminish overall satisfaction, turning what should be a pleasurable break into a hurried routine. Another consideration, many medications taken by seniors are scheduled around lunch. Diabetes management, blood pressure checks, or even prostate medications. Timing stimulation too close to dosing windows can sometimes interfere with absorption or amplify side effects like dizziness. It's wise to leave a buffer, giving your body time to settle before and after any pharmaceuticals. In essence, the afternoon offers a balanced mix of warm circulation and a hormonal uptick that can be highly satisfying if you navigate meal timing, privacy, and any medication schedules carefully. Next, we'll explore how evening and nighttime routines compare and how to leverage those hours for optimal pleasure and rest. Evening stimulation. Pros and cons. As daylight fades and your day's responsibilities wind down, evening sessions can feel like a natural way to unwind. By this time, cortisol levels have dipped significantly, allowing testosterone's effects to come through more clearly. The warmth of the day lingers in your muscles and joints, reducing tension and making movement and stimulation smoother and more comfortable. For many men over 60, evenings offer a sense of calm that's hard to find at other times. One of the biggest advantages of evening stimulation is stress reduction. After dinner, you've had time to process the day's events, and engaging in self-pleasure can serve as a powerful release of residual tension. Endorphins and oxytocin flood your system, promoting relaxation and a positive mood that can carry you through the rest of the night. This can be especially beneficial if you've had a busy or stressful day, transforming your alone time into a restorative ritual rather than a mere obligation. Physiologically, circulation remains robust into the evening, especially in warmer climates or if you've had light activity after work. Blood vessels are dilated tissues, well oxygenated, and any morning or midday stiffness has usually dissipated. That combination can enhance sensitivity and make it easier to achieve and maintain firmness. However, there are trade-offs. Melatonin production begins as darkness falls, preparing your body for sleep. If you time stimulation too close to your natural melatonin surge, you may find it harder to achieve full arousal or sustain an erection. Overstimulation in this window can sometimes backfire, leaving you feeling groggy rather than invigorated. Privacy at night also has its challenges. Depending on your household routine, family members or caregivers may be settling in for the evening, which can limit your ability to find a truly private moment. Noise considerations, creaking floorboards, shared walls can add an element of anxiety that undercuts relaxation and diminishes enjoyment. Finally, while evening sessions can promote better sleep through endorphin release, they can also interfere with your wind-down routine if not timed properly. If you're prone to racing thoughts or experience a post-orgasmic energy spike, you may find yourself more alert when you're aiming for sleep. A short buffer allowing your body to transition from stimulation to rest can mitigate this, but it's an important factor to consider. In summary, evenings provide a low-stress, physically comfortable window for self-stimulation, often with lasting mood benefits. Yet the interplay of melatonin privacy concerns and potential overstimulation means you'll want to experiment carefully, perhaps aiming for an hour or two before your usual bedtime to capture the best of both worlds. Nighttime rituals, pros and cons. As the clock edges past bedtime, your body shifts gears into nighttime mode. Melatonin secretion ramps up, signaling it's time to rest, and core body temperature begins to drop. For some men over 60, this transition can create an ideal environment for a gentle winding down session, one that doubles as both pleasure and pre-sleep ritual. On the plus side, engaging in self-stimulation at night can help you unwind mentally. The gentle release of endorphins counterbalances any lingering stress, and the subsequent oxytocin surge fosters a sense of calm and well-being. In this low-pressure setting, you're free to move at your own pace without concerns about schedules or interruptions. The darkness and quiet can heighten sensitivity, making each touch feel more profound. Physiologically, while testosterone levels are at their nadir, in late-night hours, the prime state of fully warm muscles and blood vessels can compensate. You may find that a slower, more mindful approach focusing on sensation rather than speed yields satisfying results. For instance, incorporating light massage or breathing exercises can enhance blood flow without requiring a strong hormonal push. However, there are drawbacks. Overstimulation too close to sleep can disrupt the natural melatonin cascade, potentially delaying sleep onset. Some men report a second wind of mental alertness after climax, which is counterproductive when you're aiming for rest. If you're prone to insomnia or racing thoughts, a late-night session could exacerbate these issues. Another consideration is comfort and preparation. By nighttime, muscles may benefit from a brief stretch or warm shower to maintain flexibility. Without a proper prelude, you risk minor discomfort or soreness, especially around the prostate region if you dive in too vigorously. Finally, nighttime privacy hinges on household dynamics. If nighttime caregivers or family members have variable schedules, you may need to adapt to ensure discretion. Simple measures like dimming the lights gradually or using white noise can create a cocoon of privacy, but they require planning. In short, nighttime rituals can be a soothing, intimate way to cap your day, blending pleasure with relaxation. Yet to avoid sleep interference and ensure comfort, aim for a balanced approach. Give yourself time to cool down after climax, incorporate gentle preparatory steps, and protect your privacy with light environmental adjustments. Case study, Mr. Johnson's experience. Meet Mr. Johnson, a 65-year-old retiree who, like many of us, wanted to find the best time to enjoy some solo self-care. Over a 2-week period, he tracked 3 key metrics: erection firmness, rated on a 1 to 10 scale, overall mood afterward, and sleep quality that night. In week 1, he stuck to mornings, waking 30 minutes earlier than usual and journaling his ratings. He noted a firmness average of 7 out of 10, a mild boost in morning mood, but occasional stiffness that required a warm shower to overcome. His sleep quality scored a solid 8, suggesting that early stimulation didn't impair rest. Week 2, he shifted to mid-afternoons. He found that his erections averaged a 6, slightly softer than mornings, but his mood saw a significant lift with afternoons feeling refreshed rather than fatigued. He did report a midday slump a couple of times when timing clashed with a heavy lunch, reminding us that meal composition matters. His sleep quality dipped to a 7 when he experimented too close to afternoon medications, but rebounded when he adjusted his dosing schedule. In a bonus weekend experiment, Mr. Johnson tried evening sessions at around 8 p.m. He recorded a firmness level of 8, his highest score, and praised the relaxation effect afterward. However, he also experienced a brief burst of alertness that delayed his bedtime by about 30 minutes. After adding a 5-minute breathing exercise, post-climax, his sleep returned to an 8, balancing pleasure with restful transition. What did Mr. Johnson learn? First, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Your personal sweet spot may differ from his. Second, simple tweaks like adjusting meal timing or adding a warm-up routine can enhance both comfort and performance. Third, journaling builds awareness. Even small data points can reveal patterns that guide smarter choices. Ultimately, the case study shows that experimentation paired with gentle preparation and honest tracking can transform guesswork into confidence. In the next section, we'll break down a step-by-step approach to help you design your own timing experiment and pinpoint the optimal window for peak pleasure and well-being. Practical tips: how to choose your ideal time. Now that you've seen the hormone science and real-world data, let's equip you with actionable strategies to discover your personal peak. Follow these 4 steps to create a simple, sustainable timing experiment. Set up a journal or tracker, grab a notebook, spreadsheet, or use a smartphone app, whatever feels easiest. Create 3 columns: date and time, energy and mood rating, 110, and erection firmness, 110. If you like, add a 4th column for notes on comfort, privacy, or any external factors like meals or stress. Plan 3 time slots. Choose 1 morning slot, e.g. 30 minutes after waking, 1 afternoon slot, e.g. after lunch before any medications, and 1 evening slot, e.g. 1-2 hours before bedtime. Commit to testing each slot at least twice over separate days to smooth out daily fluctuations. Prepare your environment. Before each session, prioritize comfort and privacy. A warm shower or gentle stretch can release stiffness. Ensure your space is quiet, temperature-controlled, and free of interruptions. If needed, dim the lights or play soft instrumental music to create a relaxed atmosphere. Record and reflect. Immediately after each session, jot down your ratings. Note any discomfort, timing conflicts, or changes in mood. At the end of each week, review your entries. Which time slot consistently earned the highest combined scores? Did you notice any patterns related to meals, medications, or stress levels? By systematically gathering your own data, you'll move beyond guesswork. You'll pinpoint whether mornings, afternoons, or evenings deliver the best balance of hormonal support, comfort, and emotional benefit. Remember, it's normal to see some variation. Life happens. The goal isn't a perfect score every time, but a reliable window you can lean on most days. Once you identify that window, you can build a daily or every other day routine that aligns with your body's natural rhythms, maximizes pleasure, and supports prostate health by avoiding overstimulation during suboptimal periods. In our next section, we'll cover essential safety tips to ensure your experimentation remains both effective and gentle on your prostate. Safety tips and avoiding overstimulation. When experimenting with timing, it's crucial to prioritize safety and prostate health. First, be gentle. Aggressive or prolonged stimulation can irritate the prostate and surrounding tissues, leading to discomfort or inflammation over time. Instead, use moderate pressure and vary your technique, alternating between light strokes, gentle massage around the perineum, or brief pauses to allow tissues to recover. Second, pay attention to signals from your body. If you notice any pain, burning, or unusual sensitivity during or after a session, that's your cue to pause and allow a recovery day or 2. Persistent discomfort warrants a check-in with your urologist to rule out prostatitis or other conditions. Third, maintain hygiene. Always wash hands thoroughly before and after, And consider using a water-based lubricant to reduce friction. This helps protect delicate skin and minimizes risks of micro tears or irritation. Fourth, avoid overdoing frequency. While daily sessions can be fine for some excessive stimulation without adequate recovery, can lead to soreness and even temporary dips in libido. Balance intensity with rest days, especially if you notice any aching or decreased firmness in subsequent sessions. Finally, integrate pelvic floor relaxation exercises. Simple diaphragmatic breathing or gentle Kegel relief holding and then releasing pelvic floor muscles can enhance blood flow without placing undue strain on the prostate. These techniques support healthy circulation and tissue resilience, making your timing experiment both pleasurable and safe. By blending mindful technique, attentive listening to your body, and proper hygiene, you can enjoy the benefits of optimized timing while safeguarding your prostate and sexual health for years to come. Conclusion and summary. As we've seen, the clock on the wall does more than tell time. It guides the ebb and flow of hormones, energy, and mood that shape our sexual vitality after 60. We started with the science of testosterone, cortisol, and melatonin, understanding how each peaks and dips throughout the day. We then explored morning sessions, harnessing that classic testosterone surge for firmer responses and a confident start. Midday breaks, leveraging the second wind to break stress and reset your focus. Evening rituals, using low-stress windows to unwind. And late-night routines, balancing relaxation with pre-sleep physiology. Along the way, Mr. Johnson's 2-week trial taught us the power of personal data journaling. Firmness, mood, and sleep outcomes revealed his unique sweet spot, and it can do the same for you. Our 4-step framework gives you a clear roadmap track. Consistently test morning, afternoon, evening slots. Prepare your environment for comfort and privacy, then review your scores to pinpoint the optimal window for pleasure and prostate health. Safety always comes first. By using gentle techniques, observing pain signals, practicing hygiene, and integrating pelvic floor relaxation, you can enjoy the benefits of well-timed solo sessions without risking overstimulation or discomfort. Remember, consistency beats intensity. A sustainable, personalized routine supports both immediate satisfaction and long-term wellness. So here's your action plan in brief. Choose 3 daily time slots, gather your data, and honor the body's feedback. Look for patterns. Does your best firmness consistently occur at dawn, dusk, or someplace in between? Lean into that peak, but give yourself grace on off days. Adjust meal timing, medication buffers, and warm-up rituals until your sessions feel not just effective, but effortless. In closing, self-stimulation isn't merely a physical act, it's a mind-body conversation. When you align your timing with natural rhythms, you tap into a deeper level of comfort, control, and confidence. You'll not only heighten pleasure, but also support prostate resilience, mood balance, and restorative sleep. Thank you for joining me, Dr. Henry Carter, on this journey through the hours of the day. I encourage you to experiment thoughtfully, keep an open mind, and share your discoveries in the comments below. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more expert insights on senior sexual health. Until next time, listen to your body's clock and make every moment count.